Hello everybody and welcome back to Chapter Tactics, where we go over tactics and strategies to help out both new and veteran players alike. I am your host, Magikarp Usefly, also known as Matt, and with me today we've got our co-host with Demeki.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Jean-P.
What's up, everybody?
And that's it. That's all we got today.
You're stuck with us.
Yeah, you're stuck with us. Jean-P's back from what's it called? We ate him, and he came out of our bodies, and now he's
burst
back.
out of the stomach just like in Predator.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
kind of,
Predator?
Yeah.
no, Alien.
Oh,
Alien. Yeah. Can you imagine? well, it kind of happens, right? Because you have the what is it? The Predalien that can do it. So there's that. Anyways, welcome back, guys. Today, we're talking about the worst units in the game. There's a lot of them. There's bad units and there's really, really bad units.
Yeah.
And like every army has bad units, but we're talking about like just the bad ones, the ones that just do not function very, very well, right?
In the current meta.
Even the current meta, just in general.
In general.
Yeah. It's like models that are cool.
They're probably on the cusp of becoming legends.
Yeah, something around there. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. But before we do that, this show is brought to you by FrontlineGaming.org, where you can get amazing game mats for not just your 40k games, but almost any tabletop game out there. Purchase miniatures at a discount and join some of the largest 40k events in the industry. They also have the largest 40k podcasting network in the business with shows like Signals from the Frontline, Chapter Tactics, which you're listening to right now, Grim After Dark, and so much more. That's frontlinegaming.org, or you can click on the link in the description of this podcast on all the social media goodies out there. Yeah, boy. You guys ready to talk about some of these units, some of these worst units in the game?
Ready to sift through the garbage.
Yes. We have a lot, so you know what? Let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? You guys want rock, paper, scissors for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Okay.
it looks like Matt wins.
Okay.
Wait, no, I don't want to go first. You guys.
you go
Beat
first.
us.
All right, here we go. All right, so first things first. I want to talk about the Carnifex for the Tyranids. All right, so longtime Tyranids lover, right? Mm-hmm. The Carnifex is like, and all the different versions of a Carnifex too. I'm talking like Stone Crushers, Thornbacks, what's the other one? Screamer Killers or something like that.
Yeah, I know. All
Yeah,
these
you guys
things.
haven't heard of any of those, huh?
No.
Yeah.
How have I never heard of that?
Dude,
Those
you
are
could
such
probably
cool
show me
names.
the model right now, and I probably would. I'd be
same.
like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you could literally show me the models and I wouldn't know what they look like. But yeah, Carnifex, it's supposed to be kind of like the Dreadnought equivalent of for Tyranids, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just not. First off, I think it was only 6 wounds or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So not very beefy, right? It could be 8 wounds. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's not very beefy. It's T7, 3-up save. In order to give it like all the buffs that you want, where you can give it a 3-up, ballistic skill, decent weapons and stuff like that, it's going to cost you about like 120 points for just one.
Yeah.
And the guns that it has is like usually you take Devourers or stuff like that, and it comes out to strength 6, AP 0, 1 damage. Melee, it kind of sucks, but it doesn't get a lot of attacks. It's like D6 damage. I think that if you go into melee combat, especially if you have like crushing claws, then you're -1 to hit.
Yeah.
So you're hitting on like on like 4s and stuff. It's just in general just not a very good model, especially since it has no stuff like Duty Eternal. Right. It doesn't have reduced damage by 1. It has no invuln. So it just has a 3-up save. That's it. That's it.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No invul.
Yeah. And it's a heavy support.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
A heavy support with no AP?
Yeah. Right? Exactly.
So it moves slow too then.
It moves. I think it's only 7 inches. Yeah, 7 inches with an assault gun.
That's pretty good.
It's okay.
Oh, assault.
Yeah.
You know, 7 inches.
Yeah, it's bad. It's pretty bad. It's not very good. It would be better if like, because you can give an adaptive physiology, and when you bring it into, or when you build it, inside of your army list, right? You could take it in squads of 3, and then it splits off after that, right? Right. Once it deploys, then it can go its own separate ways, right?
Yeah.
So if you could like apply an adaptive physiology to like all 3 of them, and then have them go their own separate ways, cool. That'd be sick, but that's not how it works. You only give it to 1. It's bad.
That's lame.
That's super lame.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, what about you guys? Who wants to go next? How about you two duke it out?
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way. Tactical Marines. They're pretty bad.
I have no idea what tactical marines do.
So tactical Marines are the ones that I've been using with my Dark Angels because I haven't built any of my Primaris Marines. The firstborn.
Yeah, they're the firstborn.
They're the
troop
firstborn.
choice.
Yeah.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're really bad.
That
They're really
sucks.
bad because like they don't have access to things like what is it?
Transhuman.
Transhuman physiology. Like
Smokescreen.
literally I think the only stratagem they have is like melt a bomb.
I don't even know what that does. It's that bad.
Yeah. So like, and I've used them a lot, and it's just because I haven't built or painted any of my Primaris Marines. But yeah, they're pretty bad for like what you get out of them. They have 2 wounds. They're just like a normal Primaris Marine, but like they can take different weapon loadouts. But they have access to like no stratagems.
Gotcha. So their problem is that they're not Primaris.
Yeah.
That's their problem.
That is their whole problem. Is
Yep.
that they're
Yep.
not Primaris.
Yeah.
The other problem is that they don't make money for GW because GW wants to sell their Primaris line. So
Yeah, because everybody has like the firstborn line,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So they need to make money by selling
let's make these new models kind of better.
Well, I mean, that's like why all the stratagems too are for like Primaris.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that people like the way that firstborn look, and I know that people like the way that Primaris look.
Yeah.
I like lean on the fence. I like both ways, You
go both ways?
I swing both ways. Yeah.
Very flexible.
Yeah. Okay. You have anything else to say about TAC Marines?
Nah. I mean, that's pretty much it. They're just not as resilient as Primaris.
Have you ever seen a firstborn Marine standing next to a Primaris Marine?
Yeah.
It's like comparing 5'11" to 6 foot.
Yeah.
They're just that much shorter.
My Grey Knight's chaplain is a Primaris that was converted. And then my other Grey Knights, they're all firstborns, right? So it's
He's
so
like
tall.
super tall.
Yeah, he's super tall compared to
Having
everybody.
amongst men.
Yeah.
Dunk. The others can't.
Yeah. All right. What about you, John B? What do you got?
All right. I've got a Space Wolf character. It goes by the name of Krom Dragongaze. So this guy, he's a pretty cool character, I must say. He's got like a mohawk with a braid. He's got one special eye that he uses to induce fear into people. That's like him canonically in the lore. On the tabletop, he's just some captain that moves 6 inches, has a 2 damage weapon, and has a pistol. He does have one very special aura, though, where if an enemy takes a combat attrition test within 3 inches of him, because of his scary eye, -1 to the attrition roll. So, not that good, right?
That's garbage. But he sounds so cool.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, he's god awful. He also has the worst warlord trait. It's the one where if he's in engagement range, he gets to fight first. Which on 1 unit, not that good.
Yeah.
So he has an eye, and that eye, it scares people, right?
Yeah, one special eye. Think about like Silco from Arcane.
Yeah.
He has this one special eye, and I guess he uses that. He glares at people, or using Leer in Pokemon.
Yeah.
He lowers their defenses.
but
That's all. That's what he's known for. The one special eye.
Does he hit you with stun seed in reverse?
He can.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm up next.
Yes.
So this one isn't bad as of right now, but it's going to be bad in 2022 when the new rules come out. This man's went from a a boy sitting on his ivory tower, not being touched at all. Just one of the best units that you could possibly have. And I'm talking about the Lictor, just the straight up Lictor.
You mean the rod giver?
The rod giver? Yeah.
Engage, I score.
Yep.
6 points every turn.
Yep. With the new rules that GW dropped about engage on all fronts and rod being changed to R&D, because everyone needs some R&E, but R&D. Yeah, he just got absolutely screwed. So this man's he got booted out of like 3 different secondaries.
He's going back on the shelf.
Oh yeah. Do you guys even know what like his actual stats are? Like what he does?
I think it's like
Every time.
Yeah.
Well, every time that I play against him, I do.
Yeah.
Because you got to look him up.
Yeah.
I think it's like what T4. He has a +1 on his charge and ignores Overwatch. I think that's the most important thing, right?
He can ignore Overwatch with a stratagem.
Oh, you have to spend CP for it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So he is his weapon skills to 2 up.
Oh,
right?
wow.
He only gets 3 attacks though.
Yeah.
With rending claws, so that's pretty much it.
Strengths.
Strength 6. Not too shabby.
Wow.
Wait, but why is he always so bad? I feel like every time he's gotten
Because
in
he only
combat-
gets 3 attacks, Demeki, and he has a 5-up save.
and he's going up against like
5
5-man units.
Yeah, exactly. He has a 5-up save.
How many wounds does he have?
He has a total. Are you ready?
Yeah.
4 wounds.
Oh, that's impressive.
Is it?
I mean,
I mean, if he whiffs all of his attacks
Yeah.
and then
he can still live like
Primaris Marines can actually kill him.
because like if you think about like something like Auspex Scan, he can withstand the firepower of something like Auspex Scan probably from like Bolter Fire. Definitely not Melta, but
From Bolter Fire?
yeah,
He has a 5-up save, 4 wounds.
Yeah.
Bolter Fire
Bolter Fire like
and Rapid Fire.
You're saying 0 AP bolts
yeah like
fire?
0 AP. That's like 10 shots
Yeah,
hitting on 3s.
maybe. If you're the king
wounding
of
on-
fives.
yeah, wounding on 4s.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe he'll
Bolter
live.
Fire. Anything stronger than a Bolter? No.
Blaster.
Yeah. Okay. You know what leadership he has though?
Like 10.
He has a 9.
He's not running.
Yeah.
Wait, do you
even
even take
matter,
him in a
because-
unit? Yeah, I was about to say, does it matter?
No, it doesn't.
1.
But he's strength 6. He's T4, strength 6, 4 wounds, 3 attacks, 5-up save, 37 points. He's an elite. At this,
He was elite.
he was elite.
He was elite.
At this point, there's like no real reason to take him anymore after the changes drop. You're better off taking stuff like Raveners instead.
Until your new codex comes out.
Yeah,
Then you
Lictor-
might be god tier.
Maybe we'll see, but like
Auto passes the rod roll.
out of everything else, like he's in the same department as Deathleapers and the Red Terror and stuff like that for Tyranids, where just no one takes them because they're just bad.
Yeah, I know what those are.
Yep. All right, Dame Guy, what you got?
All right, so I looked long and hard at the Drukhari Codex, and I have to say, I think out of everything, I think the Chimera is pretty bad. Because even a razor wing flock, they have 2 wounds. And they're pretty cheap.
Wait,
And
is the Chimera a vehicle?
No, it's a dog.
The
What?
Chimera's
Yeah,
the
it's a doggo.
it's a Imp Guard vehicle, so I think
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I'm talking about like the hound.
the hounds.
Yeah.
The Razorwing Flocks, those are the birds, right?
Yeah, the birds.
Okay.
So the birds move like 12 inches.
Yeah.
So as of right now, they can get you like rod and stuff.
Yeah.
But like the
Oh, they can do
or
they can
not
do
rod,
actions? Oh,
not
okay.
rod.
Engage.
I'm sorry, engage.
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me. Like right now, they can get you engaged and stuff. But like, yeah, the Chimera, like they move 10. Yeah, and like I don't know. The Razor Wing Flock have fly. So
Oh, I see. I thought it was Chimera with CH.
No, it's
it's KHY. What the heck is this? This is like Chimera.
Copy my homework, but don't make it too obvious.
Yeah, right.
you got chicken karage.
Yeah.
Kara Age.
Kara
Sorry.
Age.
Chicken Kara Age.
It has a 5-up invuln.
It does have a 5-up invul.
Not that that saves it.
Yeah.
Like-
I still like the birds just because they can move faster.
Yeah.
They get extra 2 inches, so yeah.
That's pretty good. I mean, for 50 points, For 50 points for a 10-inch moving unit.
It's really hard to look at Drakari's Codex and be like, what is bad?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's understandable. Okay. What about you?
All right. I bring to you the Stormfang gunship. So this is the Space Wolf Flyer. 280 points, bare bones. If you give it guns, it gets up to like about 300 points.
Wait, is it that thing up there?
Yeah, it's that thing up there. It looks like a fridge. It looks like a fridge with like thrusters. Yeah, this thing moves 20 to 50 inches. It's T7, only 14 wounds. Yeah, all that for 280 points of just nothingness.
It's not even T8.
It's not even T8. I mean, it does have supersonic, obviously.
I was gonna say, does it have supersonic?
The best gun it can take is a Melta array, which is
It sounds cool.
It sounds cool, but it's an additional 25 points, D3 shots.
Oh,
Yeah. 25 points for D3 shots.
At 8 minus 4 D6.
Yeah, so it still has the Melta profile, but D3 shots.
yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad for 25 points on top of the what 270 already?
280.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're at 305. You take that.
Dude, you gotta
profile.
pay 20 points for a twin heavy bolter?
Yeah, twin heavy bolt. And that's only 6 shots.
It's bad.
Yeah. And they also have the other variant, the Storm Wolf. Pretty much does the same thing, except this one is a transport. Just as bad. Same thing.
Are there any flyer vehicle thingies in Space Marines that are good?
I would say
No. Maybe the
I was
Dark
gonna
Angel
say
one?
Dark Angels.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
The Nephilim jet fighter and the other one.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
that. Anything else?
But I mean, but then it's Dark Angels. It's like, why take those?
Yeah.
Just take Deathwing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
take more Deathwing.
the plane that you just talked about, does it transport anything?
The Storm Wolf can transport 16 Space Wolf infantry models, and it can also do Wolfen, Jump Pack, Terminators, and Centurions, but they count as more models.
What about Primaris? Does Primaris?
Cannot transport Primaris models. I don't know why. I'm not sure if there's any lore behind that, but like I don't know what's up with firstborn things not being able to transport Primaris things and Primaris things.
Because the
the drop pod doesn't
Yeah.
either, right?
Because the Primaris they're too tall.
Yeah, it wasn't built for them.
Yeah, they don't have the clearance level for it.
exactly fit.
And you can't crouch. That's the whole point. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to switch on over. I'm not going to do Tyranids anymore. I'm going to talk about something else. We'll talk about Gene Stealer cults.
I'm not going to talk about Tyranids. I'm going to talk about Gene Stealer cults, which is kind of Tyranids.
We got Aberrants. You guys know what an Aberrant is?
Nope.
An Aberrant was it was this unit that was just a monster back in the day, right? Then it got hit with points updates, like crazy points updates, to the point where now each model costs 30 points. In order to give it like a decent weapon, it's another 20 points. You know, pretty bad. You can definitely get away with just like their stock value, but that's going to give you 150 points for these guys. They only get 10 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
At AP2, D3 damage, 5 attacks with running claws, and 5 attacks with hypermorph tails. You know, doesn't sound too bad, but for that points cost, you could just take Marines, right?
Yeah.
Marines.
Dude, that's a
like,
Deathstrike Terminator.
Yeah.
Terminator's 50 points.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a lot of points. They have a 5-up save with no invuln. They do reduce damage by 1, I believe, and they get a 5-up feel no pain. So they're somewhat resilient, but not that resilient. They only have 2 wounds. So, you know, 150 points for that. If you want to bring that in and hope that they just don't die,
Better
then
be rolling hot.
yeah, you got to
no
roll.
pains.
Yeah, exactly. They're so bad right now. Like their stats are their stat line is fine. It's just that their points is so high and ridiculous. Why would you bring them? It's like the same thing as Paladins for Grey Knights.
Yeah.
The points are so ridiculously high. It's laughable as to why you would ever bring those units. That's what makes them so bad. Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Nerf to the point of no one takes them anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Demeki, what'd you got?
I went with Death Guard cultists. I mean, they are cheap, but like in order to run them, you either got to bring some type of Terminator or you got to bring some type of Plague Marine. And if you're gonna do that, you might as well just bring Poxwalkers because you can bring them back to life.
Yeah.
So Death Guard cultists just aren't good. Just for, I mean, like point wise, they're cheap. But like, why when you can just have a Poxwalker?
Yeah, I understand that. Cultists in general aren't very good.
Yeah.
Just filler, right?
Yeah.
They're action monkeys, I mean, mostly, but like if you're gonna have an action monkey, you might as well just bring like one unit of Plague Marines.
Yeah. Well, so because like cultists, I take them sometimes when I'm bringing something like demons. If
Yeah.
I'm trying to soup something and I want, and I don't want to take like rubrics or whatever because they're too expensive, I could take cultists instead.
Yeah.
But they made it so Thousand Suns souping them isn't as great anymore because you lose your Cabal rituals, I believe. So because of that, you don't soup with K-Suns anymore with Chaos Demons. And so now, like, I literally don't use cultists anymore. But, dude, the cultists in the Black Fortress boxes,
They're sick.
dude, they're so cool.
Yeah, they look
yeah.
Actual model.
The models
Yeah.
are sick.
Yeah.
The Black Fortress cultists are sick. But like cultists in general, like I mean, they're literally an action monkey, and for Death Guard, like if you're gonna take Rod as Death Guard, you're gonna use the Terminator because they're gonna deep strike and get you to those areas that you normally can't get to.
Yeah.
So like, and then if you're gonna take spread the sickness, well, guess what? A Poxwalker can actually perform an action. That's the only thing that they can do. So you might as well just bring a Poxwalker, and like I said, they can come back to life. Cultists, when they're dead, they're dead. So
Yeah, just like me. All right, John B., what do you got?
All right, I bring to you another Space Marine captain. Goes by the name of Tycho the Lost.
Oh, God, I know this guy. This guy's terrible.
He's really bad.
Yeah.
So this is there are two versions of Tycho. We have just normal Tycho, and then we have Tycho the Lost. Tycho the Lost, some background on him. He just hates orcs. That's his special thing. He has an aura where if he makes a melee attack against an orc, he adds 1 strength and 1 damage to his attack. Pretty cool, you know, if you play against a lot of orcs. But Tycho the Lost is the Death Company variant of Tycho. He has a master-crafted bolt gun, rapid fire 1, 4, -1, 2. And it's also a melta gun. He has a special weapon. It's called Blood Song. Yeah, so master-crafted bolt gun and a melta gun. You can fire both profiles, so it'd be hitting on 3s. His melee weapon's called the Dead Man's Hand. It's strength user, so 4, -3 AP, and 1 damage. Only dead man seeing his
Wait,
hand.
you said +1 strength?
No strength, user strength.
Oh, what's his strength?
4.
So it's like it's like a power sword.
4 -3, 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Dead man's hand. And to top it all off, his aura to reroll hit rolls of 1. The captain reroll.
Yeah.
It's 9 inches, which is significantly better. Only works on Death Company core. And Demeki's looking at my screen right now. Check this out. There are only 2 models that are Death Company core: Death Company Intercessors and Death Company Marines.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it.
those are both firstborn, right?
The Intercessors, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the intercessors are actually Primaris.
Yeah, the Primaris Death
shocking.
Company. Yeah.
Dude, can we pour one out for like a lot of the name characters when it came to Blood Angels? They all got like gutted.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Mephiston's kind of bad. Who else? Astaroth is pretty bad. The Sanguinor's kind of bad. And then we have Tycho.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Good old Tycho. Yeah.
Is that a name? Is that a name of a toy?
Yeah.
It's like a dump truck, right? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. You're thinking of Tonka.
Oh,
Tonka tough. Tonka's got the
Is
stuff.
it Tonka? I could have sworn
It could be Tycho,
Dude,
maybe.
I'm gonna.
I think Tycho might be a like a what's it called?
no, not
an RC
Tonka,
car.
Tyka. Dude, look up.
Tycho's the name of a director.
No,
Yeah.
not Tyka.
Taika Waititi?
Oh, what's this
Tycho.
guy's name? I'll Google myself
Tycho.
and let
You're thinking
him
of
go.
Tycho. All right, next up. No longer talking about Tyranids or Gene Stealer cults. In fact, no, we're going to still talk about Xenos. We're talking about Voidweavers. A Voidweaver is a unit that you can take with Harlequins. Okay, it's like it kind of looks like a boat. It's like a little. These are like 3 Harlequin troops riding on top of it. And they shoot stuff, and what they shoot is just not very good. It's 90 points for a gun platform. There's no point to it because you could just take Skyweavers instead. Okay. Like they literally do its job, but better.
What's the profile on the Voidweaver?
On the Voidweaver? Yeah, I can pull it up for you.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that the open top?
No, that's a Starweaver that you're thinking about. A Starweaver is an open top transport.
Wait, which one is the Voidweaver?
The Voidweaver is the Harlequinized Raider.
Ah.
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
Nope.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Because all I ever see is the bikes in the Starweaver.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the Voidweaver, it's identical to the Starweaver because it builds from the same kit. It's the same thing, right? Except that
that's not confusing at all.
Yeah, I know. Whereas the Starweaver can actually hold models and transport them, the Voidweaver cannot.
Oh, we're in a Raider Ravager type situation here.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
So, move 16 inches, can auto advance 6, right? Yeah. So good. Eldar stuff. 4-up save, 4-up invuln, -1 to hit. Mm-hmm. Eldar stuff. Mm-hmm. The weapons, it has a haywire cannon. Okay. So same thing as Skyweavers, assault D6, all that stuff. Wounding vehicles, causing mortal wounds to vehicles. Only gets 1 of those, so only 1 D6 shot out of it. After that, you have your prismatic cannon, which has different profiles. You have assault D6 for 4 -2 1. You have assault D3 for 6 -3 D3, and you have assault 1 for 8 -4 D6. All of them hitting on 3s, and then you have a shuriken cannon. Does any of that jump out at you at all?
No. Naruto.
Naruto.
Shuriken cannon.
Shuriken.
It's just, there's no point in bringing it because you could just take Skyweavers instead that can also do melee combat. This thing has no melee potential, doesn't do anything. It's not open top, so you can't take fusion pistols like the Starweaver can.
What's the point?
Yeah, I know. There's literally no point to it at all.
Does it look as cool?
No, it's the same thing as a Starweaver. It's literally the same thing.
Which also is a Venom.
Yeah. All right. So there's just no point to a Voidweaver at all. All right.
Neat.
To make it what you got.
Drones.
All variants?
All drones. They're all bad.
Hold on, let me ask. Marker drone. Marker light drone.
Bad.
Shield drone.
Bad.
Shield drone missile pod.
Bad.
Missile drone.
Bad.
Gun drone.
Bad.
I think that's all of them, right?
Yeah. I mean, and what makes them bad is their point cost.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes them bad.
It's the same thing as Aberrants, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And, you got to bring marker drones. Shield drones, you used to spam shield drones for days because that was the only way to make sure your army lives.
Yeah.
For Tau. But now, they're super expensive, so they're not worth bringing. At least they can hold an objective now. Before they couldn't even hold an objective. But now they can. But they can't perform actions. They can't do anything. You have to bring marker light drones, and they're expensive because you need marker lights. Or you can just add marker lights to your units, which is still expensive.
Now, do they still give up victory points? If someone were to take grind them, still?
Yeah, because if they take no prisoners, or what is it?
Grind them down.
Is it grind them down? No, not grind them down. Well, grind them down too, yeah. But what's the other one?
No prisoners?
No prisoners. Yeah.
We even got teased that one new mission secondary where if you kill 3 units, you get 3 points.
Yeah.
And drones will go against that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the mission primary?
Because they
primary secondary.
Because the drones still split. So from whenever if they're coming in with a unit, they still split off the unit. So. Yeah.
That's garbage, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm so sorry. No, I'm not.
I mean,
it's
still cool when a drone kills something in melee, though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, how about
damage?
why don't we just knock this out of the park?
Okay.
what other Tau units are bad that you have written down?
Let's go ahead.
I just want to know.
Let's go ahead and go through all the Tau. So as of right now, because this is still new codex, and we don't know what's coming, I put down all the flyers that's not a tiger shark. So I'm talking about like the hammerhead, the sun shark bomber. I guess the barracuda's
What the hell is a gun shark bomber?
Sun shark bomber. Yeah,
What is
you didn't
that?
know about that one?
No, what is that?
It's another conversion kit off of like the hammerhead or whatever. Or no, not the hammerhead. It's another kit, but like it's a bomber, and its stat line here. I'll pull it up.
No shit, it's a bomber. It says it has bomber in its name.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. Like I don't own one. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Like,
you only buy what's meta? No. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
I own a ton of stuff that's like not even close to meta. Like I own sniper drones. Drunk bad.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, sniper drones, dude. So where is it? Oh, it's up at the top. Sun Shark Bomber, the 8X39 Sun Shark Bomber.
Okay.
It has a iron rifle that's rapid fire 7-1/1. 30 inches.
Okay.
Overcharge is heavy D3 8-1/2.
Does it deal damage to itself?
Yep.
Okay.
One mortal?
Yep.
Okay.
It has marker lights, which is one of the things where it can fire marker light and its other weapons. Because most of the time, if it's anything that's not a vehicle, if it fires a marker light, that's it.
Okay.
Has missile pods, which are assault 2, 7-1 D3, seeker missile, and then seeker missiles 8-2 D6. So,
yeah. So garbage.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Well, do the numbers even mean anything? AX23.
No.
How do they pick which animal to name it after?
That's what I'm curious about, because they're all named after. Because the other one is the Razor Shark Strike Fighter.
You think that's where Apple got it from?
Maybe
for their OSs.
The OSs. You know, the one that actually looks like the animal is the hammerhead.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That's it.
Yeah,
yeah.
And now because the devilfish is literally just the hammerhead. You want to talk about rip? I waited so long to buy devilfish, and I'm just like, when I got the kit, I was just like, this is literally just a hammerhead without a gun on top. So, moving on, Storm Surge, because points and the fact that he eats up CP.
Yeah,
Lord of War.
He's Lord of War.
Has no arms.
He has no arms. Hey, I've seen a lot of cool conversions where people give him arms.
Yeah.
And they put the missiles up on the shoulders.
Yeah.
That looks sick.
How many guys does it take to run a Storm Surge?
Apparently two.
There's like two people in a cockpit.
So
at the top
like
of it.
one guy looks like he's the driver, and the other guy looks like he's a navigator, kind of like a jet fighter situation.
Okay.
Where you got the guy that's piloting, and then you got a navigator in the back.
Okay.
So,
tell those guys to get better.
yeah. I'm hoping it will get better with the new codex. Just the weapon loadouts that it comes with is every time that I've used it, it didn't do anything. Maybe killed one unit.
Yeah. How many times have you used it?
Oh, man, how many? I've used it quite a bit. I used it against Raph.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
It did nothing.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
It stood in the center of the board.
Yeah. Okay. And it's mainly because like most of Tal's weaponry has like very poor AP.
Anything else you got?
Yeah, the 8. Yeah, the 8's bad. Same situation where they cost CP, and then like, I mean, it's cool because it's all a bunch of named characters, but it's just like, hey, take assassinate.
Yeah.
So
would you say that they're in the bottom 8?
Yeah.
Bottom 8. So, with Tau, you're stealing stuff from samurai culture. They're naming all their stuff after aquatic animals. What else interesting did they do? They just take up everything.
Yeah, literally everything's named after aquatic animals.
Okay.
Yeah, and they to me they look like everybody calls them fish people, but like
Yeah,
they look like turtles, like Ninja Turtles, but like not.
The Kroot look like Ninja Turtles.
They both do to me. Like I don't know.
The Kroot eats poo-poo.
Well,
Like,
no, the Kroot look like the snapping turtle from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Oh, you mean
And then-
Razor.
Razor, yeah.
Razor.
And then the Tau just looked like normal Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but really skinny.
So, John P., what do you got? You got more Space Marines?
I do. Do you want me to just knock it out?
Yeah, let's knock it out.
Let's knock it out. First things first, Land Raiders, all three. We're talking Land Raider Crusader, Land Raider Redeemer.
What makes them so bad?
Land Raider too?
Yeah, probably. I didn't really look at them, but
They're about the same.
It's about the same. It's pretty much the same situation as the Stormfang gunship and the Stormwolf. Just 280 points of just nothing. It's like this big, beefy tank that isn't really a threat.
But they can carry your Terminators.
They can carry your Terminators for 280 points.
1 5-man unit.
Yeah. I mean, they are, T8. They save on 2s, no invuln saves. So they can still make a save on against the Melta.
What Space Marine army takes Terminators that's not Dark Angels?
I mean, you could take them for funsies and put them in a Land Raider. But I think if we're talking like competitively or meta, I think just Dark Angels.
It's just them, right?
Deathwing
think
Terminators.
so, yeah.
Could Terminators also be one of the worst units in the game right now?
They can. Well,
If it's not Dark Angels, probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about the other factions.
I mean, people are making them work because they're still relatively tough. Like 2-up save, 5-up
3
invuln.
wounds.
You can give them a gun,
Yeah.
or you can just give them a thing in the Storm Shield. A hammer in the Storm Shield.
Yeah.
They can be tough that way. It's just like this slow-moving brick that comes at you, and you eventually have to deal with it.
Yeah, but why not take BGVs instead?
Bladeguard, yeah, definitely played. Bladeguard, definitely better. I mean, Terminators are not I'm not gonna say they're the worst. They're just not the same class.
Yeah. I wouldn't say the worst.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. But yeah, I mean, there's one redeeming factor. The Land Raider Crusader is the new Black Templars Codex. You can use a 1 CP stratagem called Deadly Cargo. It sounds really cool, right?
Yeah.
But so you can move, and then disembark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like an impulsor, but you can disembark, but they can't move after. So
Oh, right.
it was like halfway there.
And then they're just like, wait,
Yeah.
guys, this is the same thing as an impulsor. Just take away the last sentence.
Yeah. So it was almost really good, but they just got rid of that part where you couldn't move afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Land Raiders. Up next, I've got 2 more. Reavers, Phobos Reavers. Pretty bad. First things first, they're an elite choice, so not troop choice, which means no OPSEC. They do not have any forward deploy, despite being a Phobos unit.
Strange.
Yeah. In order to, you can deep strike them, but you have to pay 2 points per model, an additional 2 points per model.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, points, not
Yeah.
CP.
Yeah, points. Yeah, so they go from 18,
Oh,
18 to
okay.
20 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get like a grab shoot or whatever.
Gotcha.
And they can deep strike. But you have to pay points for that. Not that great. They come equipped with a combat knife. No AP. No AP whatsoever.
It's a knife.
Just scratch.
Exactly. It's a
back
knife.
scratcher. It's not a knife. It's
Yeah,
a back scratcher.
Space Marine with a knife. You would think it'd penetrate a little bit armor.
Yeah, right?
Have you seen Tau? They all have knives.
Yeah, but it's a Space Marine. We're talking an 8-foot tall Space Marine here.
Yeah, we're not talking about your stupid fish. Talking about a Space Marine that's so tall it can't fit inside of a Storm Raven.
or a drop pod.
Yeah, because they're so tall and massive.
Yeah, why take Reavers when you could take Infiltrators or Incursors? One redeeming factor is they have access to Terror Troops, where if they're within 3 inches of an objective, you can turn off OPSEC. Your opponent.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Cost 2 CP.
You know, you know what also is weird about the Reavers, right? Space Marines, as of right now, we don't know how it's going to be next year when the new rules officially come out because they're trying to get more troops out onto the field, right?
Yeah.
But Space Marines, they hate troops. Like, they don't want to run their troops at all. They, try to take min squads of intercessors as much as they can.
Well, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Costs 100 points.
Yeah.
So you'll see, a patrol and a vanguard. And that's usually, what people are gonna build for Space Marines.
Yep.
Yeah, so since Reavers are also elites, that means that it takes up spots for stuff that you would want to bring instead of Reavers.
Dude,
Like
I think
guards.
I think every Dark Angels list we've seen, they don't even they just take all Terminators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 Terminators.
Because they're OPSEC.
Yep.
Yeah. What's the point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Troops are attacks.
Exactly.
That's why GW, I think, wants to change that up with the new rules and try to force people to take troops more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with Rod, where they can auto pass with a 5-man because they get a +1 to their Rod roll essentially, or R&D. So
Rod.
it's not gonna feel the same.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least, we have the good old Fire Strike Servo Turret.
Wasn't this like a thing that people really liked in the beginning?
I mean, it looks neat if you're into just one guy piloting a turret.
Wait, is this the one where it's like
Oh, it's
the
like
guns?
It's a gunner essentially.
Yeah, like an old Gatling gun from like the
Yeah.
Civil
Oh,
War.
that
Yeah.
one.
It's imagine a guy on a gunner on a tank, but it's not on a tank.
It's just on the ground.
Yeah, he's just like pushing it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the old Gatling
Oh,
gun.
that thing. That guy.
When he moves, it only moves 3 inches. Probably because he has to pick it up. He has to pick it up and move it whenever he has to move.
That poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy. 90 points. It comes with the auto cannon. Pretty decent gun profile. 48 inches. 7 minus 2. 7 minus 1, 2 damage.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It also comes with a Las Talon. Let me tell you about the Las Talon. It's pretty bad. Hold on, let me pull up the profile so I don't get this wrong. Las Talon, heavy 4 shots, not bad. 9 strength, minus 3 d6 damage. Essentially a las cannon, right?
Yeah.
It costs an extra 40 points to
No!
take this thing. So you're going from 90 to 130 points.
Oh, for a guy that moves 3 inches.
Yeah, and it's only 24 inches
Oh.
for a guy that only moves 3 inches.
So he's not doing anything all game.
Exactly.
He's sitting there pushing his
he's
gun.
pushing his gun. Yeah.
I feel like at that point you might as well just bring a bastion and
Exactly.
then just flop it on the field.
Now you might think it might be a good idea to put a unit of these in Deep Strike. They can go from 1 to 3. 1 is only 6 power. 2 goes up to 12 power.
Oh.
So you are paying 2 CP to put this in reserves if you're interested in that.
Yeah, no thanks.
But no thanks.
Hold on. So now I have a question too, lore-wise, when it comes to Primaris. If they can't ride in a drop pod and they can't ride in pretty much anything else other than what is it, the impulsor and repulsor, then how do they even get to a planet?
Hey, walk.
Yeah.
They just fall. They just fall right out of the ship. They just fall
the
right out.
impulsors are grab tanks. They can probably fly.
Yeah,
Probably
you're fine.
Yeah, but do they have the heat shielding for like entry? You know what I'm saying?
Probably not. You're giving GW ideas. They're gonna make Primaris drop pods and Primaris planes, and they're gonna sell them.
Hey, I'd buy a.
I probably would too.
I would buy a Primaris drop pod. I like the
Do you
drop
guys think
pod.
that if they made a Primaris drop pod, it would just be a drop pod but bigger? Just scaled it up
Slightly
higher.
bigger, just slightly bigger.
It's like they took the model and then they went into Photoshop. Was like,
They scale it up just a little bit.
yeah. So it's like a little bit skewed.
A little
That
bit
now I
bigger.
just want to find a 3D print of a drop pod and just scale it.
Just
a
scaled
little
up.
bit.
It's like this is a
Primaris.
Primaris drop pod.
So they do actually make bigger drop pods called Dreadnought drop pods
yeah,
to fit a Dreadnought.
yeah.
I looked it up this morning because I was interested in running one for like a meme list. They're really big.
How big are they?
They're how do I describe this? They're definitely significantly bigger. You can't proxy a normal drop pod as a Dreadnought drop pod. I mean, you think about it. You have to fit a Dreadnought in there.
Yeah,
So you pretty much
What-
take a normal
what-
drop pod. And you
non-Primaris
Yeah,
Dreadnought.
non-Primaris. yeah. Your Templar's not gonna fit in this thing, but yeah, it's essentially. I would say it's about like 2 times bigger than normal drop pod.
Oh wow.
Because your normal drop pods are really pretty big.
Could I fight it?
With your hands,
Yeah.
Does it have guns?
it doesn't have guns.
It does not.
It does not.
So would that be a worse unit?
It's pretty bad.
Okay. So I'll end off my list here. I got 4 units here, all from various races.
Inclusive, huh?
Yeah, I'm just very inclusive. We already went over the Voidweaver. I'm gonna go over Brimstone Horrors.
Okay.
They're bad. So do you guys know what pink horrors are?
Yes.
So pink horrors, they split into blue horrors,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
When you kill one, it creates 2 blue horrors.
Yes.
Okay? After that, it splits again. The blue horrors can die. And that one splits into one singular thing called Brimstone Horrors. Okay? These things cost 5 extra points for that extra split, right? So you're not only looking at pink horrors costing, I think there might be 7 points each or 5.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Costing their initial amount of points. And then they split into blue horrors, which then cost more points. And if you wanted that to split again into only one, then you get Brimstone Horrors that cost an additional 5 points. So that's a lot of points that you're spending.
Do all these come in the kit?
I don't know. No, they do not.
That's awful. So you have to buy
Multiple kits.
Yeah.
for this one model that's splitting
Yeah.
over and over again. Mitosis.
Yeah. Yeah. The Brimstone Horrors might be in the blue, in like the blue horrors
Yeah.
box, but they're definitely not in the pink horrors box.
Wait, there's a blue horrors box?
Probably, yeah,
I don't
because they're
even
not in
remember.
pink horrors. Anyways, yeah, that's a Brimstone Horror. On top of all that, of costing an extra 5 points, they also only have 1 strength. So they're doing jack all. Like, they're not doing anything with 1 strength. They will go up against something that is T3 and wound on 6s.
This sister.
Yeah. I know that there's something that's T2.
Oh, yeah.
Or 2 strength.
Or 2 strength. Well,
Or
I mean,
2
like,
toughness.
razor wing flocks.
Yeah.
They are.
They're
T2?
T2?
Yeah,
Still-
they're T2.
So they would wound him on 6s.
Sixes still. Is there anything that's T1?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
Brimstone Horrors. This next one, hurts my soul because I love this model, but it's just always so bad to the point where even if I had it, I would never run it ever, even for fluff, because there's just no point to it, and that's the Tervigon. The Tervigon costs 180 points plus 10 points for Scything Talons, so you're looking at 190 points for a T8 model. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Has a 3-up save.
Yeah.
And then its whole shtick is that it can spawn 10 gaunts. Like it can replenish 10 Termagants, okay, with flesh borers onto the field. Okay.
Not the virus.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, except that is all it's gonna do. Do you know what its gun does?
No, what's this gonna do?
It is 4 shots.
Uh-huh.
That's it. 4 shots, strength 5, AP 1, 1 damage.
Ow.
That's all it got. That's all it is. For 190 points, you get 4 shots of that.
Hey, you're wounding a Marine on
Threes.
and
Yeah,
he's
except-
saving on
You
4s.
know, and then it hits on 3s. It hits on. I think it's a hit. No, I think it might actually hit on 4s.
You sure this isn't a Tal model?
Yeah, right. Just pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You can't switch out its weapon. It has ballistic skill 4, so it hits on 4s, 4 shots, strength 5, AP 1, 1 damage. It replenished gaunts, but at this point, like for 190 points, you might as well just bring an entire squad of gaunts, and for the amount of points that you have to spend in order to run a Tervigon. Also, it's an HQ unit.
How many points is 10 gaunts?
10 gaunts is 60 points.
60. So it needs at least 4 turns to get its points worth back.
Yes.
Of replenishing gaunts.
replenishing
At
gaunts.
that point, it's too late.
At that point, the game's done. Yeah. And it's not going to do anything. It's not going to kill anything.
Wait.
It also only has 3 attacks.
Okay.
Okay.
It has Scything Talons, but there's only 1 pair of them, which means that it doesn't get the extra hit. So it's only 3 attacks in melee. Yeah, it's bad. You can reroll hit rolls of 1 in the shooting phase for Termagants.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You know when it dies? It explodes, but it doesn't hurt your enemy. It only harms you.
Oh,
That's cool.
nice fluff.
Yeah. So when it dies, you roll a d6 before removing the model. And then every Termagant within 6 inches of the Tervigon suffers mortal wounds equal to the result that you rolled.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's not even it may explode. No, it's a straight up, it will explode.
Yes. It just immediately explodes and hurts all of your Termagants. You don't even roll for it.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's terrible.
I hope that changes in your Codex.
This next one, this one is called the Obelisk. This is from the Necrons. This bad boy, you can fit so many points into this bad boy because it's costing 370 points for a Lord of War. So you're also spending your CP in order to run it. It hits on 3s with 16 shots at AP 0. You can stand still in order to increase that amount, but even so, it's still 370 points. It's T8. Yeah, and it only moves 8 inches.
Nice.
Its gun range is 24 inches. That's pretty much it.
What's the profile of the gun?
Profile of the gun was strength 7, 0 AP, 1 damage.
On a 400-point model?
Yeah, yep, 370 points.
No auras?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
And then for
it has gravity pulse and death descending. You can select one enemy unit that can fly and is within
that
24
one. Yes.
inches. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the abilities. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
the weapons. I was like, I don't know.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
You're right. Yeah, it's literally only an assault force 701.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But, you can increase it if you stand still and stuff. There's some other buffs that you can give it. But it's 370 points. You could just take the hit, take 80 more points, and you could just run the Silent King instead.
Yep.
And it
every
will
aura known to man.
Yeah, and you get so much more stuff, so much more value out of it. You even get CP back.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get like
but-
3 CP.
But you won't have this cool model that looks like something out of Star Trek, like the little Borg cube.
Are you talking about the Obelisk thing?
Yeah, the obelisk. Yeah.
Yeah, you could say the same thing about a Tervigon. I want to be able to run that. Yeah. All right. Those are all the ones that I have. So you guys can finish off yours.
I had 3 more. How many you have?
I've got a couple more. Most of them are Death Guard. I'll do the Ravenwing Dark Shroud. The Ravenwing Dark Shroud is pretty bad just because like you're paying, I think it was 130 points for -1 to hit with no type of plasma whatsoever. Where there's also the Ravenwing. There's another Ravenwing model just like it, and it has plasma. But it doesn't provide a 6-inch -1 to hit aura. Ooh. Hellbrutes I think are pretty bad for Death Guard. You have so many
I
other
think Hellbrutes in
options.
general are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Points wise, you have so many other options that you can
Yeah,
get. So
exactly.
and then rest in peace the Noxious Blightbringer, because he was really good in 8th edition because you would roll an additional dice for advances and stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's just like 1 extra inch. So
Yeah.
he's pretty bad now. And then the Plague Surgeon, like he doesn't res anything, he just heals. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all I got for what I think is bad right now.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you got?
I've got some garbage for you guys.
Oh, I'm ready. I love garbage so much.
First
Give me
things
all the
first,
garbage.
Knights, Gallants, Knights.
A Knight Gallant?
Yeah, Gallant. However you pronounce it. I looked it up. I got both results for Gallants and Gallants. So pick your poison. But yeah,
Gillette.
Gillette. Yeah, this thing's a knight. Obviously, 400 points. Moves 12 inches, hits on 2s in melee, 3s ballistic skill, T8, 24 wounds, 5 attacks. Sounds like your average knight, right?
Yeah.
But the one special thing about the Knight Gallants, one hand, Thunderstrike Gauntlet, other hand, Reaper Chainsword. You see the problem there? No gun.
Oh, that's why.
No gun.
Yeah.
It has 2 melee
Yeah.
weapons, which you can't use both. You have to pick one. You get some neat flexibility there. It does have 1 gun, though. Heavy Stubber.
Yeah.
Heavy 3-4-0-1.
You lied to me.
But, if you're bringing a 400-point model, you kind of want, a decent gun.
Yeah, you want
one hand.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
melee with thing on the other hand. Just 400 points for awful. And the one thing that makes it really bad, no invuln in melee for a model that wants to be in melee. Yeah, pretty bad. Knight Gallant. Gallant. Next up, we've got the Soul Grinder. So this thing is a Chaos Engine? Chaos Vehicle? It's a Chaos Demon vehicle. Costs 175 points, moves 8 inches, hits on 4s, which really bad. T7.
Yeah, it's Tau.
Yeah, essentially.
Tau.
14 wounds, 5 attacks. It has a demon save, so 5 invuln. Its guns, not great. You can bring a Harvester Cannon, 48 inches, heavy 3, 7-1, 7 minus 1 D3. Or the Phlegm Bombardment, 36 inches, heavy D6, 8 strength, minus 2, 3 damage blast, but heavy D6 is the crux there. Its melee weapons, also not great. You have a D6 damage weapon, a D3 damage weapon, and then a sword that's 3 damage. Yeah, Soul Grinder, not great.
I feel like the stats seem okay-ish.
Yeah, stats seem okay, but the weapon profiles are just like...
I figured you probably want to take a Defiler over that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it's just like there's better options.
Yeah, stats are okay, and just hitting on 4s is just like,
Well, I mean, if anything, if Death Guard is the codex to go by when Chaos Space Marines gets their update, then more than likely it'll go to a 3.
Okay.
So,
2022 year chaos.
Nah, it probably won't.
All right, and last but not least, probably the hottest garbage we've talked about all night, the Deathstrike. So the Deathstrike is an Imperial Guard tank. Comes with a heavy bolter and the Deathstrike missile. Deathstrike missile is pretty cool in concepts. It has 200-inch range, heavy 3d6 shots. It's blast. It can only be fired once per battle. When you fire it, it can fire at things not visible to the bearer, and each time you make a hit against that unit, it suffers a mortal wound. After resolving damage on that unit that took the initial hit, you roll a d6 for each unit within 6 of that unit. On the 4-up, they suffered d3 mortal wounds. So just one big ol' mortal wound bomber.
Yeah.
For 150 points. Hits on 4s. So even on average, like let's say you roll hot for your heavy 3d6, you roll 18 somehow.
Yeah.
Magically. And then you roll just average for your hits, your 9 mortal wounds.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but that's you rolling 18 shots for 3d6.
Yeah.
You could just whiff it and roll 3 instead.
And it's guard, so you're hitting on 4s.
Yeah, you're scarred, you're hitting on 4s. Worst part, yet to come. Here we go. Here's the worst part. It has an ability called The Hour is Nigh, which reads, the Deathstrike missile cannot be fired normally in the shooting phase or during Overwatch. In one of your shooting phases, if you wish to fire the Deathstrike missile, roll a d6 and add the battle round number. If the result is 8 or more, then you can fire the Deathstrike missile. So you cannot fire the Deathstrike missile until at least turn 2.
That's bad.
Yeah, at least turn 2, and you have to roll a 6. And at that point, you know, the guy probably sees that you have a Deathstrike missile, probably split up his army just a little bit to reduce the amount of mortal wounds he's going to be taking.
Wait.
Or he's going to beeline it to it and kill it.
I would ignore it.
Wait, so, okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. So you have to wait until turn 2
Yep.
to even fire the mortal wounds thing that you're talking about,
Roll
right?
a 6.
Yep.
And you have to roll a 6.
Roll a
Yes.
6.
You only get one chance. You can't re-roll it.
Yeah.
You can re-roll it.
Oh,
No, I mean, you can't re-roll it, sorry. But
Yeah.
you can keep trying for it each turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only get 4 chances?
Yeah, and you could just roll. Imagine you get to turn 5 and you just roll a 1. Or a 2.
You never get to fire the missile.
Nope.
I hope that changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
For something you can't even luck be on your side.
Well, I
'cause-
mean, I get. I mean, it's so 8th edition too, because like you remember, like you would keep rolling off too to see if the game continues. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but now that's no longer a thing. It's a flat like game ends at 5.
I
so
hated that.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I was like, oh god, please end right here.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Sometimes I'd be like, I could probably pull off this win, get another round.
It feels bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, I mean, I'm sure this one's gonna get a hot remake. There's no way The Hour is Nigh persists.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
Has Bricky used that thing in 8th
He has. He
or
did.
9th?
No, not 9.
Not He used it in
Ninth.
8th. I don't know who he used it against. He definitely brought it. I don't know if he fired it.
Yeah.
If he fired it, then we definitely remember.
Yeah. All right, guys. that's going to be it for this episode of Chapter Tactics. Thank you guys for joining us. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you press the subscribe button. Make sure that you press the like button. If you guys like us, you guys can head on over to youtube.com/dicecheck in order to check out more of our stuff. We stream battle reports every single Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.